The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Get in the weight room. Check 59, Mike. Mike is...
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. You go tight. Hey, ball.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Man, 5-7. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Down to lose. 5. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the run. Kill. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Trubisky to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run with Howard. And he's got Rome. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it out, read.
Throwing his Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Go. 280! Go back. Grade 15. Grade 15. Watch the twin. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Rip right. Let's kill. Check 6 guys.
Now Wentz again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, exit. Watch QB drop. 58.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Check tight.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike, here we go. Back. 120. Bring it. Bring it. Sponge. No. Sunday. Smooth. Mike 5'9".
To throw is Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Play action. It's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. In second and inches.
On second and inches, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Brings up second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Now Howard Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Charlie. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one.
Now Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go with Howard again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick-6 to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Howard. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Running with Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Under pressure, they got him again. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch out, watch out. Flag.
Wentz to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check 4, check 4. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but Probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they...